Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel regarding hair transplant. This is Ali with a small update of 6 weeks after the hair transplant. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't planning on to make this video after completion of 6 weeks. I was planning to make the video after completion of 2 months, but I've got few personal messages and few comments to upload the current progress, and that is why I am just doing this video. So without wasting any time, let's get started. I'll be mostly showing the pictures in this video of from week 5 and week 6, and before we do that, I just want to tell you guys thank you for all your support and thank you for watching my videos. And before we go to the photos, I just want to show you up close on video of how the head looks like after the 6 weeks. And before I do that, I must warn you that it does not look very good at the moment, but as I have mentioned before in my previous videos as well, that I knew that this was supposed to happen, that the hairs will fall off and later on it will grow back again. So it's all the patience game, and that's what I've been doing for the last 2 weeks as well. So hair fall phase have still lasted during these 2 weeks, and I've lost a lot of hairs, but I'll show up in the video and in the photos as well that there are small tiny bit of growth in particularly those areas where I did not have hairs and got my transplant. There is small tiny sprouts that are now started to come, and I'm hoping that at the moment the numbers are very few, but I am hoping that as the time passes this will grow big in size and the numbers will increase as well. So let's have a look in the video. So as you guys can see that most of this area is vacant with only small bits of hairs in between them. So this was actually the area in which I did not have any hairs at all, and all the hairs you can see at the moment are the transplanted hairs. The area in the middle, I had few hairs like this portion. I had few hairs before even undergoing transplant, but again with the sides on, there wasn't any part of like this part did not have any sort of hairs on it before transplant. So you can see that there's still some hairs remaining after the transplant here, and but there are small bit of gaps in between them. I'm not sure whether you'll be able to see up close in the video the tiny sprouts or the small hair dots that I was telling you guys about, but don't worry, I've got a picture of it and I'll show it in the picture. Now let's get back to the donor area. So as you can see, the donor area has completely filled out, and I cannot see any spots in between that's devoid of the hairs. So if you look at my previous videos and see the picture particularly from week 2 onwards, you will see that there were lots of implanted hairs back then, but if you compare it with the pictures from now, you will be able to appreciate of how many hairs I have already lost in starting from week 2 till week 6 in these 4 weeks. But as I've mentioned before, yes, this is a bit of a concern for everyone who undergoes hair transplant. The first 3 months after the hair transplant are a bit stressful just because you lose a lot of hair. But in most of the instances, these hairs grow back again starting from 3 months onwards. So yes, it is a bit stressful, and I'm a bit anxious about it as well, as most of the other hair transplant candidates do, but I know that this was going to happen, and just want to tell you guys that I'm staying positive, and I'm hoping that by the end of 3 months I will see some actual progress and the hairs will start to grow back again. So let's have a look at the pictures of week 5 and week 6. So in terms of donor area, I've clicked only a few of the photos every now and then because there is nothing much to show. This donor area has healed completely well, and with each passing photo you'll be able to appreciate that this donor area is getting covered with the hairs, and this last photo is taken today on completion of week 6, and as you can see that there is not a small bit of patch that you can appreciate in which the hairs are not there, and the donor area is completely filled of the hairs. So now let's talk about the most important area, that is the transplanted area. Now, in comparison to the previous photos of the donor area that I have shown to you guys, with each passing day, the donor area, you can appreciate in pictures that it's getting filled up with hairs, while it's totally opposite for the recipient area or the transplanted hairs. With each passing picture, you will notice that the amount of the hairs are decreasing with each passing day. These falling of the hairs is more from the sides, as I've mentioned in a previous video as well, that I already had few hairs in the center, and those hairs are still there. They are getting stronger, they're getting bigger in size, but the transplanted hairs that were particularly transplanted on the sides, as I've mentioned in the video as well, has most of them has fallen off. But if you have a close look on the picture and zoom in, you will be able to see the tiny small sprouts that have now started to come off in that particular area as well. No doubt that at the moment this transplanted area on the sides look like it's devoid of hairs, or it still look a bit bald. But if you can have a closer look, as I've mentioned with the pointing of the arrows, then there are small tiny black dots, as you can appreciate in this picture. Apart from that, even if you look closely at the area that is under the circle, you can see that there are no hairs in that area. But if you look closely, you will be able to appreciate that there is something beneath the skin, or the texture of the skin is showing that there are hairs beneath that skin, and in upcoming days they might sprout out. So again, this is another picture showing the close look of the tiny sprouts that have now started to grow bigger in size. And this is the picture from today at the completion of week 6, just to show you guys how it looks like at a glance. Another thing I would like to mention is there is no synchrony between the hairs that have fallen earlier are going back first. Like few of the hairs have fallen off earlier, and they have still not sprouted back, but the other hairs from the other part of the head have fallen off later and already started to sprout out. So this is it for today. Thank you guys for watching my videos and supporting me. If you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel so you can get updates of the future videos. Take care. Bye bye.